I made it as a dad. I am the proudest and happiest I can be. It hasn't been easy. I have two beautiful children now, both 18, M and F, and left for university in Austria and Germany respectively. Their mother died when they were both very young. It hit us all so hard. Life was by no means easy for us. I was left to raise twins as a single dad. Balancing work, kids and a social life, and as most single parents would tell you, sometimes it was just too much. But 8 years ago, when I went to a wedding of a good friend of mine, I met the most amazing and incredible woman. Pretty, smart, amazing sense of humor, soul of an angel. The whole package. I was still very nervous about starting things up, doubts would fill my head at first. But one date turned to two, to three. And before I know it, I'm introducing her to my children. She was amazing with them. Adore spending time with them. We would go out together, go hiking, skiing, cycling, dinners out together. I could feel more and more sure that I would marry this woman someday. 2 years ago I made that dream come true, we married. From then, it's been nothing but up. I've seen my babies grow from small children into moving away to study medicine and physics. Seeing them move away was no means easy, and I will admit, some tears were shed. But my daughter has met an incredible man who I know will no doubt treat her like a princess whilst at university. My son will always be his same eccentric, energetic self, and I wouldn't change it. It's been so quiet here without them. I've made 4 servings of breakfast numerous times instinctively. But thank you, Lord, I have truly reached fulfillment in life, and I'm grateful each day to my wife and the light she brought back into our lives when we needed it. My girlfriend, 18, is getting groomed by her boss, 33, but she refuses to acknowledge it. My girlfriend recently started this new job that she loves, and she gets paid really well for her age. The issue though is that her boss has taken a weird liking to her in just a few weeks, offering her a promotion to be his personal assistant on double her current pay, and he has just fired his current assistant this morning. He has made several flirtatious comments to her and often messages her outside of office hours. He has offered to take her home in the evenings and to give her driving lessons. She defends him by saying that he behaves like this with everyone. I'd about you guys, but my boss has never invited me to their secret private office after saying I have a cute innocent smile and making reference to manager-employee relationships. Maybe I'm overthinking this, but something really doesn't sit right with me, especially her blatant refusal to accept his behavior isn't normal. Has anyone had a similar experience, and if so, what happened, and is there anything I can do? My GF is delusional about how good she is in bed. It's awful. My 30M and 29GF have been together about 2 years. To cut to the chase, I've always been the type of guy to address anything that's bothering me / always trying to find a way to work on something that's not right. She's always been more resistant to talking about hard topics, so I try to be as sensitive as I can. I've been getting frustrated with being the only one putting the work in recently. I have a very active sex history. I'm no whiz, but I think I'm attentive, capable, and usually a decent partner in bed. I've had numerous relationships with healthy sex lives, and partners who have given me some reassurance. I try my best to make sure my partner is satisfied from head to toe. My GF is a complete starfish. Rarely shows initiative, rarely is the doer in any position, and very rarely performs any kind of non-PIV activity that would be for my pleasure, blowjobs. She usually just lies there while I kiss her, go down in her, put her in a couple positions, etc. She'll usually come once or twice. More times than a few I've been in a room and overheard her and her GFs chatting, where she talks up her sex game. How my man is well taken care of. How she can ride this and throw that. Which I have to play onto in public for her sake. But I've tried to address it a million times in every way I know how to. She just doesn't know what to do, or doesn't want to, or is delusional and thinks she's doing something. I love her, but damn. Even the worst sex I've had put in more effort. I'm mad because I don't know if she can and won't. Or she can't and doesn't how to. My boyfriend spent our anniversary with his female best friends, and now people think he's dating his sister. My ex-boyfriend Tyler was very close to his female best friend Lily, so close that people thought they were dating. The effort he put into my Valentine's gift was nothing compared to what he does for Lily's Palantines. One day a co-worker of his confronted me for flirting with him when he has a girlfriend. I tried explaining to him that I was his girlfriend, but he didn't believe me. He didn't leave me alone until I showed him pictures of us on my phone. I've tried talking to Tyler several times about how this makes me feel, but he always brushed me off and said Lily is like family to him and I'm being insecure. Our anniversary was coming up, and a travel agent friend of mine got me a good deal for a 2-night stay at a resort about 2.5 hours away. I booked it, and when I told Tyler, he seemed very excited. About a week before our trip he came to me, asked if he could go with Lily since she has a lot going on and could use a pick-me-up. I was shocked and asked him if he'd really rather spend our anniversary with another woman. He just got mad and called me a cruel jealous witch and said Lily really need him right now. When I still told him no, he said didn't want to go at all. Then he left and we didn't talk for 3 days, so I took that as us officially breaking up. As I was crying to my best friend about the breakup and being unable to get my money back, she suggested we go as friends. Time skipped to about an hour after we check in. I got a call from the front desk saying someone was trying to check in under my reservation. When I went down to check I saw Tyler and Lily. Tyler immediately stomped toward me and went off on me for taking the spot when Lily needed it more, and then Lily plopped down on a chair and started bawling her eyes out saying how she just wanted a relaxing weekend to forget about all that's happened to her. After a while of him screaming and her crying, security forces them to leave. The next day on social media Tyler posted that he and Lily were officially together. Unfortunately for him, my friends and family are vengeful people. They all started commenting on his post with comments like, "Isn't that your sister? Aren't you all related?" and "Sweet Home Alabama." He tried to deny those comments, but it was no use because the rumors already spread. It's been 3 months since then, and while nobody bothers them about it anymore, it definitely ruined their reputation, and that makes me happy. My husband loses all his pens and then borrows all of mine and loses those, too, so I found a solution. I started holding onto my own pens while giving him eye-catching alternatives. Pens with pom-poms at the end, glittery pink pens, rainbow pens, lavender pens with little unicorns printed all over, pens with large plastic diamonds at the ends, pens with fabric sunflowers sticking out the ends, etc. At first, I did it because I thought it would be funny to hand him increasingly ridiculous pens every time he asked for one. But then the usefulness of my plan became obvious. He's very pleased with these pens since it's so hard to lose them, and even if he does misplace one, there are dozens more scattered around, and they are easy to find since they're so fabulous. Yeah, when I first started handing them to him, he was amused/puzzled, but then he saw the utility behind their snazzy designs. I'm now free to keep all my boring black pens to myself. Problem solved.